regularly hike with Khaleesi up the mountain right from her home field as part of her endurance training. The grass outside her pasture is always greener, and she's really attracted to that grass and gets obsessed by it. I'm going to assume that other horse owners have had a horse that has had obsession to getting to grass, but this obsession to getting to the grass is actually related to any hard thought that the horse might have. A hard thought is any thought the horse has a hard time letting go of to come back and be present and connected with the human. In this video, I'm going to walk through the process I go through with Khaleesi so that we can go out on our hike connected. As the video begins, I'm in the front yard with Khaleesi, who is obsessed with the grass. The first thing I do is make a click sound, asking her to pay attention and start to work with me. It sounds like, and after I do that, I start to put a feel on the lead rope, asking her to lift her head. And then I need to give her a new thought to replace the grass, which was a backup, but she continues to want the grass. It is clear here where her brain is, that she's trying to get down to the grass and she is not connected to me whatsoever. My aim is to get her to let go of the hard thought and connect with me. I need to give her something else to think about, but first I have to snap her out of the hard thought. When she gets hard in her thought to the grass, you'll see I flip my lead rope with the popper to my vest. It doesn't hurt me, but it creates a sound. And that sound is just a distraction that's to the same level of how hard her thought is. You can use a flag for indirect pressure as well. I didn't want to bring one on my walk, so I'm using my lead rope only today. And you can see eventually she looks at me to start to wonder what I might want. She still goes back to the hard thought of the grass, but she's beginning to connect with me. As I spend a few minutes in this process, it becomes easier to get her to let go of that hard thought of the grass and start to connect into what I'm actually asking her. There she's back to the grass, and you see how it's starting to become quicker for her to let go of that thought and then connect in. That's a good moment. And then I'm going to try to give her another thought right away, which is, can you back up softly? Can you move forward? Nope. She's letting go of her thoughts quicker now. She's not connected, but she's beginning to. A note, my rope here is great length for hiking in the woods. It's a little long for this kind of close-up work, but that's okay. It just means I have to manage it a lot more. Here she's starting to soften, and when she goes for the grass, she gives it up quicker. The really important thing is that I give her something else to think about, which is, can you move back to the feel on the lead rope? Can you move forward to the feel on that halter? And I'm really close on that knot because I'd like to be clear on the halter with exactly what I'm asking. And my feel can be really precise when I'm that close. Here she's beginning to think, which is great. I'll be patient, but that slapping of my rope gently is just to keep her from zoning out. It's another example of indirect pressure. I don't want to use the rope to push her. I just want to get her thinking. Now she's starting to connect. I'm going to check in with that connection, asking her for a soft backup. It's so much easier now to get her moving to that light feel on the halter. And all of this is getting her to connect in with me and think about what we're doing together. Now we can begin to walk. This stretch along the river also has great grass. And you can see her thoughts are not with me anymore. They have turned to the grass again. This is a great opportunity to work again on letting go of hard thoughts. So I go back to the knot and I begin to ask her to check in. And you'll see here, I actually bring her head down with a feel and give her a reward because she reconnected with me pretty quickly then. I'll give her a moment to eat and then you'll see me start again with the click. I reach down and start to put a feel on that rope, one finger at a time, and she gives and comes to walk with me. She's still looking for the grass, so I want to ask her to reconnect with me before I encourage her to go ahead and have another treat. So she's asking, but I don't want her to make the final decision today. On the same hand, I don't want to make the rule that anytime she's with me, she's never allowed to eat grass. I just need us to be able to communicate what we're doing together. So you saw me use the indirect pressure when she got too hard a thought to bring her back. See, she's looking at me. That's not enough. She still has hard thoughts. I want her to soften and reconnect. That's looking pretty good. So I'm going to ask her, go ahead and eat again. The more times we practice, you can graze, now we walk, you can graze, now we walk, the better she'll get at coming back to walking with me when we need to walk. So click, click, pick up the rope, one finger at a time, ask her with a feel. She lifts her head, which is good. And I'm going to ask her to move with me, which she does, so we can continue to walk. This segment, we walk past a herd that usually distracts her, and you can see that in this case, that's not a hard thought because she comes back with a slight feel on the lead rope when I ask her to let go of that thought. So we've done a pretty good job connecting, and now it seems we can continue our hike, probably going to be way more successful than if we hadn't done that work early on. I hope this video gives you an idea of what it's like with a horse that has hard thoughts or soft thoughts and how to begin to bring their thoughts back to being present with you so that you can work with your horse in whatever you're doing. Check us out on hopehorsemanship.com, or you can see other videos on our YouTube channel just like this one, and let me know if you have any questions. Have a great day.